Hello, academic stars. Welcome back to Caltex Academy. Today on our board, we are looking at Earth Geometry exam question. So this question was requested by one of the academic stars. So I've decided to make it today, and I've also made some PDF, which you can get easily in the description of our video here, and you can even print it out or follow along as we continue with this video. Now, with all this said, let's go through the question. So it says, point A is on latitude 30 degrees south and longitude 77 degrees west. And point B is on latitude 30 degrees south and longitude 32 degrees east. Part A, if the time at point A is 13 hours, calculate the time at B. And part B says, an aircraft took off from point A at 11 hours. If the journey took 7 hours, calculate the time it arrived at point B. And lastly, calculate the average speed given that the aircraft traveled along the cycle of latitude. Take pi to be 3.142 and r to be 3,437 nautical miles. So this is our solution, and I've just made some rough sketch of the globe for us to be able to make our sketch. So I've been told that point A is on a longitude of 77 degrees in the western hemisphere, and at a latitude of 30 degrees. So this is our latitude, 30 degrees in the southern hemisphere, meaning our latitude 0 degrees is somewhere here. So we're not concerned about that for now. So this is our point A. And point B is at the same latitude, which is 30 degrees south, and is at a longitude of 32 degrees in eastern hemisphere. So this is our point B. And from here, the first question is requesting us to get the time at B if the time at A is 13 hours. And from here, what we have to do is to get the angle difference between point A and B by extending point A to the center. We can call this as O. So if we extend this point to the center and also extend point B to the center, we will obtain this angle. We can call it theta. For us to get theta, since the 2 points A and B lies in different hemispheres, west and east, we can simply add them together. So we have theta as the angle difference is the same as 77 degrees plus 32 degrees. So the sum of the two will give us 109 degrees. So after getting this, we can convert these degrees into hours. So let's move on and convert. Here we have 1 hour contains 15 degrees. So if we have unknown hours and the known degrees here is 109, what is this unknown? So we can go ahead and cross multiply our x and 15. Now from here we have 15x. This must be equivalent to 109. So dividing both sides by 15. Here from the right hand side we have 109 divided by 15. And we cancel off 15. So our x is equivalent to, when we divide 109 using our calculator, we get 7 whole number 4/15. And these are hours. So before we add to the time in A, we also need to convert this fraction in hours to minutes. So for us to convert that, we just simply multiply 4/15 by 60 minutes, because there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. So if you do that, so we have here 16 minutes. So the next thing here, what we have to do is to add the time, and remember the time was 13 hours. So the time at B is calculated by adding the time at A, which was 13 hours, plus the time we've just gotten here, that is 7 hours. And since a single digit, we have to add 0 here and bring in the minutes. We have just converted here 16 also hours. So we need to add their S because they are more than 1. Now adding this, and the reason why we're adding here is because point B is in the eastern of point A. So if we move in this direction, we are adding time. But if at all point B was on the other side, western of point A, then we lose time. So we simply subtract. So for now, we are adding, and that is the reason why we just added here. So if you add this, we get 16 hours. And that answers part A of our question. Now let's look at part B of the question. So part B says an aircraft took off from point A at 11 hours. If the journey took 7 hours, calculate the time it arrived at point B. Now simply we need to add this time, 7 hours, to our time at A. So in part B of the question, we had 11 hours, and we are adding 7 hours in it. This is just direct. Our result of this addition is 18 hours. So the aircraft will arrive at point B at 18 hours if it is set off at 11 hours from point A, moving in the eastern direction. So let's go ahead and look at also part C of the question. So part C of the question says calculate the average speed given that the aircraft traveled along the circle of latitude. Now from our diagram here, we have this latitude which is at 30 degrees south. Now we're expected to calculate the average speed, and we know for average speed to be calculated, we need the distance and also we need the time. Now since we're given the time, we can go ahead and calculate the distance here, and we find out our speed. And here we are expected to use these values given for us in the bracket here. Now for this, what we have to do is to make sure that we get the distance from A up to B, given our value of theta here, which was 109 degrees. So how do you get this? We know we have this radius R, and we also have this radius R. But remember, this R should have been small letter. Now for us to write in capital letter, then we have to add cosine of alpha, because this is not a great cycle. This is just a small cycle after the great cycle here. So the same thing applies to that. Now, what we have to do is to quote our formula. So the arc A, B, as the distance is given by the angle difference of the longitude over 180. Feel free to use 360 degrees and multiply this by pi, capital R, times cosine of alpha. And alpha is the angle in which the latitude is found, and that was 30 degrees. So let's make our substitution to our formula here, and we have the arc AB is given by 109 degrees when we divide it by 180 degrees. Now we multiply this by the value of pi, which was given to us as 3.142 times our r, and that is the radius of the earth, that is 3,437 nautical miles, times cosine of our angle, 30 degrees. So let's get our calculator and enter everything there. Our AB is equivalent to 5,663.310033. Now we can round this to whole number, and the distance AB is given by 5,663 nautical miles. Now after that, we know our distance already, so what we have to do is to calculate the average speed, since time is also 7. So time is equivalent to 7 hours. Now average speed is given by total distance divided by total time. And we know that our total distance is this one here, but to minimize errors, it is better when you write it at this point here, and that is 5,663.3100033 divided by 7. So when we input this into a calculator, we obtain our speed. Maybe let's get more space again, as 809.0442905. So we can round this off to a whole number, and we have 809, and the unit is knots. So that is the average speed the plane moved with from point A to point B when it spent the journey around 7 hours. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share with friends. See you in the next video. Peace out.